I just calculate how much time I wasted last year trying different sales tools. When to know the number? 127 hours. That's more than 5 full days of my life spent testing tools that either don't work, were too expensive, or just calculate digital dust after the free trial ended. But here's the thing. 7 of those 47 tools I tested, they now save me over 20 hours every single week, and every single one of cost less than $50 a month. I am Bisho, and today I am breaking down the exact tools that give me break an entire workday every week, so you don't have the waste 127 hours like I did. And stick around till the end, because tool number 7 literally runs my entire content operation, and most people have never even heard of it. I run Maxi Marketing, and I am also full-time student studying economics. So when I say I need to save time, I mean it. I don't have the luxury of wasting hours on manual tasks. Now before you think, oh great, another tool review video, let me be clear, I am actually paid for a used every single one of those tools for at least 30 days. This is not sponsored. Those are tools I genuinely use every day, and here's my criteria. Under $50 per month has to save me at least 2 to 3 hours per week, and has to actually work consistently, not just look good in a demo. Because here's what nobody tells you about SaaS tools. Most of them promise save your time, but they actually create more work because you have to learn them, maintain them, or fix them when they break. So I am only sharing tools that passed the real world test real quick. If you are found this video valuable, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people discover this content. And subscribe if you want more honest, tested recommendation. No BS. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, the tool number 1 is probably not surprising. Notion. But here's me out, because most people use Notion completely wrong. I pay $10 a month for the Plus plan, and it's replaced about 5 different tools I was using before. When I started Maxi Marketing, I was juggling client projects on my client creation, university assignments, and trying to document everything I was learning. I hate Note in Google Docs, tasks in Trello, and content calendar in Airtable. Project briefs in Innovate is a choice. And here's what I realized. The problem is not that I needed better tools. The problem was that my information was scattered across 6 different places, and I was wasting 30 minutes every day just finding step how I use it. Here's my Notion setup that saves me 4 to 5 hours per week. 1. Critical dashboard. On single page where I see everything: today's tasks, this week's content schedule, active client projects, and my learning tracker to university. 2. Content hub. Every blog post, YouTube script, social media content lives here. I have templates for each type of content, so I am not starting from scratch every time. 3. Client management. Each client has their own page with project briefs, deliverables, meeting notes, and feedback all in one place. 4. Second brain. This is key. Everything I learn, whatever from course, books, or experience, gets documented here with my own notes, and how can I apply it the time save. Instead of switching between 6 apps or searching all files and everything in on Notion with a search function that actually works, that alone saves me 30 to 45 minutes daily. Don't try to build the project system on day on. Start with on single database, maybe your content calendar, and expand from there. The biggest mistake people make is spending a week building a elaborate Notion workspace, then never use it. Tool number 2 is save me 3 hours every week, and it's probably sitting your bookmarks bar right now. Canva Pro. Now I know what you are thinking. Canva? That's basic. But here's the difference between the free and Pro that most people miss. The cost versus value. Canva Pro is $12.99 a month. When I first saw that price, I thought I can just use the free version. Then I realized I was spending 2 to 3 hours every week manually realizing graphics or different platforms. The game changer feature? 1. Background remover. On click, and I can remove backgrounds from any image. That alone used to take me 15 minutes per image using Photoshop. 2. Magic resize. I design on Instagram post, click a button, and it instantly creates versions for Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, all properly sized. That saved me easily 2 hours per week. 3. Brand kit. My brand colors, fonts, and logos are saved. Every design I create is automatically on board without me having to remember hex codes or hunt for logo files. 4. Content planner. I use schedule social media posts directly from Canva, so I design and schedule in the same place. The real benefit? Here's why this matters. I am not a designer. Back when I using free tools and trying to piece things together, creating on work of social content took me an entire afternoon. Now, I best create a month of content about 3 hours. That's 9 hours saved per month or regularly 1.8 hours per year. Do the math, 156 per year to save $108 hour. That's like paying 1.44 per hour to get your time back. Tool number 3 pairs perfectly with Canva, and it's now I manage social media across 4 platforms without losing my mind. Buffer. The cost Buffer essential plan is $6 per month per channel, but I use their team plan and $12 per month for 3 channels, which works out $4 per channel. Why these are alternatives? I tested Postslate, Layer, and few others. Then were other tools expensive too complicated? Buffer is dead simple, which is exactly what I need. How it saves time? 1. Create content queue system. I have a schedule set up: LinkedIn post at 8 a.m., Twitter at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m., Instagram at 10 a.m. I just drop a content into Quiet and Buffer automatically post at those times. 2. Bulk uploading. Every Sunday I spend an hour uploading a week's worth of content. Then I don't think about social media again until the next Sunday. 3. Analytics dashboard. Instead of logging in your 4 different platforms to check performance, I see everything on place. The time math. Before Buffer, I was manually posting 2 to 3 times per day across platforms. That's logging in, finding the right account, uploading, writing, caption, posting probably 10 to 15 minutes per post. Within 10 to 15 posts per week, that's 2.5 hours. Now it takes me an hour on Sunday to schedule everything for the week. Time saved 1.5 hours per week, or about 78 hours per year. The setup? Alright, tool number 4 is on. I rested for a long time because I thought I can just curate my own work. Then I realized how much time I was actually spending on that Grammarly premium. $12 per month. The backstory: as someone who creates a lot of written content, blog posts, client proposals, YouTube, script, social media caption, I was spending at least an hour every day proofreading and reading. And here's the thing, I am not native English speaker at the level of someone born in English speaking country. So something I did right, something that was technically correct but sound unnatural. What it actually does. The real-time corrections as I type Grammarly catches grammar, spelling, and prediction error instantly. 2. Tone detector. This is used for client emails. Grammarly tells me if my message sounds too formal, too casual, or even it might come across as rude. 3. Clarity suggestions. 8. Flags sentences that are too complex or wordy and suggests simpler alternatives. 4. Plagiarism checker. For client work, this ensures everything I deliver is original. The time saved, I write about 5,000 to 7,000 words per week across all my content. With Grammarly, my editing time dropped from about 60 minutes per day to maybe 15 to 20 minutes. That's 40 minutes daily, or regularly 4.5 hours per week saved. But here's the real benefit. My writing quickly improved. Clients noticed I started getting feedback like, your proposals are so professional and your content is really polished. Better quality in less time, that's the goal. The pattern interaction. Tool number 5 changes how I communicate with clients, my team entirely. Loom. Here's the crazy part. The free plan is actually enough for the most people, but I pay $2.50 per month for the business plan because I use it that much. The problem itself, how much time you do waste is unnecessary meetings or writing long emails trying to explain something visual. For me, it was probably 5 to 6 hours per week. Clients calls that could have been analytics updates, email with screenshot, trying to explain feedback, back and forth messages, clarifying what I mean, how I use it. Loom. 1. Client updates. Instead of shooting a 30 minutes call, I record a 5-minute Loom showing then process, working through the work and asking for instant feedback. 2. Tutorial videos. When I onboard a new client or team manager, I record Loom videos showing them how to use our system. I record it on, saved it me everyone who need it. 3. Feedback and revisions. Instead of writing can it stands the headings on move and that season done. I just show them on screen, very clear, way faster, full, quick explanation. When someone asks me how to do something, I record a 2 minutes Loom instead of trying to long explanation. The time I save, this tool alone saved me probably 5 to 6 hours per week. Why? Because most meetings don't need to be meetings. Most emails don't need to be emails. A 5-minute Loom reflects a 30 minutes meeting. Do that twice a week and you have been saved an hour. Do it with 5 clients and you have been saved 5 hours. Plus, Loom videos are permanent. I have recorded the same tutorial video once and sent it to 15 different people over 6 months. That's 15 expectations I don't have to repeat. Pro tip: use Loom to anything that requires visual explanation on feedback. You are about to write an email longer than 3 paragraphs. Record a Loom instant. That transition tool number 6 is less well known, but it shows how to come up with content ideas that actually get traffic. Answer the public. The pro plan is $9 per month, but honestly, this free version works for most people. I only upgraded because I do a lot of content research. What it does: you type in a keyword, let's say SaaS tools, and Answer the Public shows you every question people are actually asking about that topic on Google. It's like seeing inside your audience's brain. How it saves time? The old way I used to brainstorm content ideas by guessing what people wanted to be. No, I spent an hour coming up with 10 ideas, create content around them, and then crickets. No traffic because I was guessing wrong. The new way, I spent 10 minutes on Answer the Public, see actually what question people are asking, and create content around those question. Result: my content actually ranks because I am answering the real queries people are searching for. The time math: content ideation used to take me 1 to 2 hours per week and maybe 30% of my content actually performing well. Now it takes 15 to 20 minutes and about 7% of my content gets organic traffic because I am targeting actual search queries. Time saved per week about 1.5 hours, but more importantly, my content success rate more than doubled. Bonus tip: combine Answer the Public with a keyword tool like Uber Suggest. Use has a free version and see what question people are asking. Check the search volume and create content around questions that have decent traffic potential but low competition. The big reveal: alright, tool number 7 is the one I said runs my entire content operation. And once you understand how powerful this is, you will wonder how you see ever worked without it. Zapier. Starting at $19.19 per month, what it actually is: Zapier connects different apps and automates workflow between them. Basically, it's this happens in app A, automatically do this in app B. Now I know that sounds technical, but stick with me because this is where the real-time saving happens. My Excel workflow 1, content distribution. I publish a blog post on my website. Zapier automatically posts it to LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. It also adds a URL to my buffer code for additional promotion. Save me 20 minutes per blog post. Workflow 2, lead magnet. Someone fills out of my content from Zapier, adds then to my email list in GetResponse, send me a Slack notification. Create a new raw in my Google Sheet client tracker. Save me 10 minutes per lead. Workflow 3, client onboarding. New client signs my proposal. I use PandaDocs. Zapier create a new Notion page from my client template. Sends the client a welcome emails with onboarding video. Adds there into on my invoice tracker. Save me 30 minutes per client. Workflow 4, content backup. I publish a YouTube video. Zapier saves the title, description, and link to a Google Sheet. This is because my content archive saved me 5 minutes per video. The time math: those 4 workflows alone save me about 3 to 4 hours per week. That's over 150 hours per year. But here's the real power: I set those up once and they run forever. Every time I did normally stop what I am doing, log into their different apps, copy paste information, and manually complete tasks. Zapier does it automatically in the background. How to start? I don't try to automate everything at once. Start with all admin review tasks or do multiple times per week. Maybe it's saving email or attachment to Google Drive or adding from submissions to a spreadsheet. Pick a on task, build on Zap, test it, or once it's working, find the next repeated task. This is where my mechanic background actually helps. When I was learning to fix engine, we'd always look at for the most common failure points. The thing that broke most often, same approach here, look for your failure points. The task you repeat most often, you automated those first. Alright, let's add the time saving. Tool number 1, Notion, 4 hours a week. Tool number 2, Canva Pro, 3 hours a week. Tool number 3, Buffer, 1.5 hours a week. Tool number 4, Grammarly, 4.5 hours a week. Tool number 5, Loom, 5 hours a week. Tool number 6, AnswerThePublic, 1.5 hours a week. Tool 7, Zapier, 3.5 hours a week. Total 23 hours per week saved, and the total cost about 85 per month for all 7 tools. Do the math. I am paying 85 to get back in 92 hours per month. That's basically paying 92 cents per hour to not do boring repetitive work. Now here's what I do with those 23 hours. I create more content, I work with clients, I study for university, I spend time with family. You know the step that actually matters. The honest truth, none of those tools are magic. They won't solve problem you don't have, and they are just starting out. You probably don't need all 7 of them yet. Start with 1 or 2, address your biggest time works. Most people are. That's probably Notion and Canva. As you grow, your time becomes more valuable and more tools your stack. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, like this video and subscribe. I test tools, strategies and techniques too. You don't have to waste time on a step that does not work. Drop a comment telling me what's the most annoying time-consuming task you do every week. I reply with suggestions for tools that might help. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.